Welcome guys to my channel. Now we have plenty of news. There is a big guy who is already in town that is set to challenge Binance. They already have 500,000 users who have signed up on their platform. And there is another one again. We'll get there. So the Blockchain Economic Forum just ended. So I want to plead with you. If you want to take 1 hour every day for the next 1 or 2 months to learn, to listen to these giants, talk how they invest in projects, where the industry is going, the different developments coming up, regulations and all that, please take the time and listen. You could not attend the conference, maybe because you don't have the money or you don't have the time. Please, the resources are there. Learn so that maybe 1 thing or 2 things that you learn from that platform can actually help you in your next investment, can actually help you in making good decisions. So we have the issue that 7 accounts were being locked. Now in EOS, for an account to be frozen, it's in the constitution that 16 out of the 21 of those delegates have to actually approve. Now there is a fine line between centralization and decentralization. What EOS is actually trying to do, EOS is trying to bring the human element and couple that with the blockchain. There is the good side of it, and then there is the bad side of it. Bitcoin, for example, it's all codes, but it also has its own good side. It also has its own bad side. A lot of people are they criticize Ethereum. Oh, they say Ethereum is being controlled by Vitalik. So people criticize Ripple. Listen. One of the things I want to say is that there is no person, there is no system, there is no infrastructure, there is nothing that is 100% right. Listen, look at the world we live. Look at the evolution of guns and the evolution of bulletproofs. Look at the evolution of bombs. Just look at the solutions. We're dealing with humans. We're dealing with humans. And one of the things you have to know is that when you are trying to solve one problem, humans are ready to come the other way and find a way. So let's strike the balance rather than criticize. People will always criticize. Politicians will always, listen, in the country, I'm not from the US, but the US, 2 persons are allowed to contest from the 2 parties, right? A lot of people hate Trump. Obama was there. A lot of people hated Obama. That if we still put Clinton, you will still find 14 Clinton. So people should learn to accept that if I want X, there's a possibility of me giving up Y. And if I want Y, I have to leave X. It's true. You cannot be seeking for X and also be seeking for Y. Let's move. Bithumb just announced and they deleted the tweet that they lost $30 million in a cryptocurrency hack, and that is the 3rd hacks in 1 year. 3 hacks in 1 year. 3 hacks. 3 hacks in 1 year. 3 hacks. In my previous video I did, when I talked about where crypto is heading to, there will be the definition of when it comes to regulation, like in case there is an hack, who is responsible and all that. It will be the definition of all these stuffs. Okay. This is someone I have followed a lot. Emun Sirer. I don't know if I'm saying it right. He actually predicted that there was a possibility of EOS having some hacks. Guys, what do you think? I don't know. I don't know much about computer science. It's a computer science professor and all that. So this is someone actually made a post and we're talking about the visualization of all the cryptocurrency exchange hack. I don't really know, but there's an estimate that the hack so far has gone up to like maybe $5 billion, something like that. Now, those are some of the signs that the industry is about to boom. You see institutional investors coming in, you see the Goldman Sachs coming in, you are seeing the George Soros saying they want to come in, you are seeing the Rockefeller families saying they want to come in. You are seeing hedge fund managers. Very soon, those who are trading stocks, those who are trading real estate, trading bonds, I know that will soon start coming and say, oh, we want to trade coin X and Z. So you see these people coming in. So the more you see money coming in, it's like you have a property, right? And you said this place has gold, has silver, and all that. What should you do? You should protect it so much because they will launch an attack. Also with cryptocurrency exchange. So many people are looking to decentralized exchange, but some of the platforms are saying, okay, let's combine some of the features of centralized and decentralized exchange to make it better in exchange. Because centralized is good in some way, they have their own drawbacks. Decentralized is good in some way, they have their own drawbacks. How do we marry the two to make sure that at least we get the best of both worlds? And though we have some trade-offs from both worlds also. Okay, moving on, we have Pundix just emerged community coin of the month. So if you have Pundix, it's time to maybe trade and get some gains. If you believe so much in the project, you can buy back again. These are some of the things I begin to understand in the crypto space, that once a coin gets listed on an exchange that has high liquidity, the price goes up a little bit. And then maybe they are offering things like trade promotions, like, right? When they're offering trade promotions, it also goes up a little. And then moving on, if you have Loopring, I'll drop the link below. They have series of airdrops they will be doing, and you can see the information about that. They will be dropping, is it 100 LRC to those who have okay, Loopring will be dropping LRN and LRN tokens to token loaders and all that. So you can read that up. I also drop the link here. Read that up. So moving on, we have the news that Ontology and Contentos will collaborate to provide solutions for content. Now, what does that mean? What this means is, these are some of the staff from Ontology. These are some of the staff from Contentos. They will come together, bring their blockchain expertise to solve the issue of content distribution, content making, and all that. Now, one of the things you have to notice why Ontology is likely to succeed so far. There is something I found when I was reading this article. Is this Ontology Global Capital. If you do some Google search, you will find new global capital. Pay attention to those stuff. Pay attention to those stuff. When you have a good project, there has to be the funding side of it. Okay. Now, this leads us to the next thing we have before us. Zilliqa just announced a $5 million grant for people to start building infrastructures around their project and on their project. So people will be building code bases, decentralized applications, libraries, tools that will help other developers and all that. So the equivalent will be $5,000, and it started yesterday. Now you can start applying, and you can see the stuff. Plugin support for existing this. Browser extension to integrate Zilliqa wallet, porting W3.js to Zilliqa, development framework such as Truthful Debugger for Zilliqa, stable coins, decks, games, and all that. If you're ready, you can actually apply to the system. Pay attention to projects that have their funding arm. Moving on, we have Pchain. Pchain is announcing that they will be dropping 254,000 tokens to their users. But for you to actually get those stores, there is a there is something you must do. And if you go on the Telegram group, you will get more details. I'll drop a link so you can actually go on the Telegram group and all that. Now, let's talk about something very, very, very critical. Every month, there is an estimate that you have over 400 different ICOs launching. You heard me right. 400 crypto that are actually launching. 400 different ICOs. Now, I don't want to talk about how I think ICOs should be restructured and all that, but here is what I want to talk about. That there is an article that says many of these cryptocurrency exchanges are charging $1 million to list the coin. There are two arguments to it. One of them is there are so much, and they try to, okay, let's set the bar high because we have the liquidity so that we can list this coin out there so that you get your coins. And then there's another cachet. There is a good side to it, and there is a bad side to it. But one of the things I think is that, let me know your thoughts. I don't want to say things that might not be correct. But one of the things I think it should be moderate. It should be moderate. You get? It should be moderate. If you look at the incident that actually happened with Pchain, I'm not actually picking on Pchain or IOTS. You saw Pchain listed on more than 5 different exchanges. And you can see here the price of Pchain, as in Pchain grew to the extent that they had over 25 times return on their coin. Or if I'm mistaken, over 15 times return on their coin. Because that day I saw it has over 25 times return on their coin. Now it therefore means that listing on 6 different exchanges, you will be spending, I want to bring it down. Let's say you're spending an average of 800 on those cryptocurrency exchange. Listing on 6, you're spending $5 million. I want to average it $5 million to list your coin. I don't know if it's up to or if it's not up to. Now, if you are putting this thing like this, it is somehow not good for the market. It is somehow good for the market. What I think is, for tokens to be listed on an exchange, there has to be things like there has to be a time frame. Listen, there has to be a time frame. You should not launch an ICO yesterday. You are listing on a coin today on an exchange today. It's too bad. Whether you have a working product or you don't have a working product, it's too bad. Then we cannot argue if the fees are too high or not. But my concern is the time frame for projects listing a coin on an exchange is too short. It's too short. And that is what is even contributing to the impatience in the market. Yeah. It's contributing to the impatience in the market. People are no longer willing to wait. Why? Because they know that if the coin can, okay, you put $1 million, you list on a big exchange like Binance and the rest of them, we definitely know that there is something called the Binance effect. That it's going to be 2 or 2x, 3x. Then the exchange, the coin that could not get their platform, because taking $1 million from a platform for just the listing of a coin. What about the platforms that are raising? Let's do this. A platform that raised $18 million. You are taking $1 million from them to list their coin. They have $17 million. And we know already that these platforms, once they launch the ICO, they're not going to launch another ICO again. And what, just one exchange is taking $1 million from them. What about marketing they will do? What about how will they pay their workers to the point that they will be so stable that they will sustain us, they will not start making profits and start sustaining us? You see platforms who have not built products, who don't have customer base, who are not making gains, who have not started making profits, are listening on a nation. It's not done in the traditional world. One exchange is taking $1 million already. What about the business operations, the traveling around, awareness, the many other business operations and all that? So you see many platforms, by the time they spend all this money and all that, within the space of 2 years, the project dies down and nobody cares. And you see the failure rate going up. Why? Because it is too cost. And then you talk about another problem with all these crypto projects is that they are giving too much airdrops. For when you are giving airdrop, there should be something. Now, if Pchain, for example, now is airdropping 200 now. Okay. Let's go and connect it up. Pchain. So if Pchain is airdropping $204,000, sorry, okay, 0.0. Let's see this. Let's put it at 10 times 25400. So they want to give out tokens that are worth now 25,400. Now, I did not really go through the details of what they want to do, but just to refer people, I know that if you are giving such out for based on referrals, there are two sides of it. The question is, what is the referral all about? No, what is the referral all about? If you are talking about Pundis, for example, here is Pundis. Okay, you're talking about the platform like Pundis. They are trying to build a kind of system here. We are giving point of sale machines out, right? Now, if Pundis is trying to use this money, oh, why did I close it? $25,400 worth. So this is the worth of tokens they're giving out, and they are saying, oh, refer businesses. Refer people who can use our platform and will reward you, who will be willing to have our cards, because Pundis have a point of sale machine, other machines or cards, and then and cards. If you are giving such money out, it's going to yield more better results than telling people, oh, invite people to join our Telegram group to raise awareness about our project. Crypto projects have to set the priority right on what kind of marketing are you doing. Do you want people to just know, oh, we have coin A and B, or you want them to start using the project? I'm just saying, I don't hate Pchain. I'm not picking on any coin, but I feel that marketing in crypto should be done the right way to yield the best result. I'm not saying it's not the right way, but things should be done to yield the best results. So, okay, we'll talk about this. Now, the blockchain startup Circle is coming up as released new details on how they will select cryptocurrencies for trading and investment, and they brought a framework. You can see the asset listing form on the several guidelines that they should follow, and they're also offering a kind of investment system. The link will be there in different coins like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, ZCASH, and MONERO. And then they are also seeking a banking license. So they will be offering trading in cryptocurrencies and investments. Note that. And then moving on, we have Sentinel Protocol, the platform that is seeking to fight hacks by building a decentralized threat database they've just partnered with one of the exchange by Bibox. Now they've been listed on Bibox, but this is not when platforms say we are partnered with this. No, this is not the kind of listing partnership. They are saying that Bibox will be using their platform. You know, one of the problems why crypto is flawed. Why crypto is flawed is, if I have a bank, I can have multiple accounts in that bank, but those accounts will not, if I can have an account to my name. If I want to have another account, it should be for a purpose. But in crypto, I can have, you can just go on, you can go on, you can go on my Ether wallet, create multiple, you can spend the whole day be creating like 50 accounts every day. Nobody's going to question you. So when Ethereum is saying we have 35 million wallets so far, I'm like, are they active wallets or wallets and we just created? The statistics is somehow. So I like this platform for this reason, to help fight the stuff. Now moving on, we have Deepbrainchain. So Deepbrainchain said they are looking for a global community volunteer. So if you have the skills, you can actually apply. I like bringing projects to my platform, to my audience. Projects that if you have one skill or the other, this blockchain thing is not just what is happening. No, if you know how to program, if you can do one thing, if you can do that thing, I bring these opportunities to you. Oh, you can do this. I know that. You can actually apply with this. Now, this is one of the things I want to talk about. Overstock sees $120 per week in cryptocurrency revenue as stocks surges 11%. Now, let's say this. How many blockchain projects are reporting how much they are making per week? How many? Many of them have high value market cap, but they don't have revenue. They are not making profits. That is why you see them. Many of them are going to die down. They might be announcing partnership, but they will die down because they don't have any. This is what I'm saying. A Nasdaq powered cryptocurrency exchange has hit 500,000 users ahead of launch. Binance! There is competition. Will Binance surrender? Will Binance surrender? So they will be using Nasdaq technology to power the exchange. They've not yet launched. And 500,000 users are already seeking to use their platform. Now, why are they so unique? One of the things why they're unique is that, first, the issue of compliance. They are trying to comply with most of the rules in the European Union. And then another thing again is that why they are actually going and many people are seeking to use them is this: the €10 per month fee. So what that means, what that means is that if you are trading between, let's say 1, because 0 is to say 0, if you are trading between 1 to 50,000 euros, you will be charged a fee of 0%. Sorry, yeah, 0. But every person you're required to have, you're required to pay a $10 membership fee per month, every month, to be a member. But if you are trading less than $50,000, you're trading for free in a month. Listen, did you hear that? If you are trading from this is $50,000. This is $50,000. If you are trading below, provided you've paid the €10, 50,000 euros. Sorry, if you are trading below, you're not paying anything. What did you see here? Free. Then if you are trading above 50,000 to 100,000, that is when the thing will be increasing, guys. There will always be competition. There will always be competition. So that is all I have for you in this video. Am I bullish for the market? Yes. I want to give an advice. It might be taken, it might not be taken. If you are afraid of what is, maybe you don't want to lose your money and maybe you're not very bullish and all that, I understand. The best thing to do when investing in crypto, rather than invest, let's say 2x your money, or let's say $100, and that $100 you will need it in the near future, and that's going to tempt you to pull out all your money. Rather than do that, I will advise, invest what you can live for the long run. If you can just invest and put and just close your eyes, $10, and you know that in the next 1 to 2 years you can leave the $10 or the $1, it's more better. Those are some of the strategies you should use. I have said a lot. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks and bye.